Hi everybody, this is Night here, and it's very nice out here. This is Friday, April the 24th, 2020, and not about for in the next 2 weeks, the place in North Carolina will be reopened. It has been a very, very tough time here in the last 2 months. Don't know how we can live with it, how we can go with it. But now, like I just said out about this time, and always up. Everybody that were always up to something, always up to something that you should never know. So always what we've been on as right now that this is a very there has been a very great time, a good time for that. But now, and I gotta say, I wish we could get back to normal, but not yet. So maybe good news, maybe everything. Okay, what was going on? And folks, all I gotta say is, where is the Empower? 3 days ago, it was the last season, last episode of the Empower. A happy ending, very a happy ending, and the story was wow. So I was the Empower, and Lucius was in a bit situation. And yes, that was everything that going right for them. Everything's going right. And the final seasons and the final episode is officially over. So now everybody's in the happening. Empower is no more, but the happy ending has just ended and it has been begun. And all I got hate this the answer is no. And all I say this no is everything's changed. Now we're gonna find out what has happened. And I gotta say what now look at this. Empire changing the intention of coronavirus. Never mind. Never mind. Just cut the crap, okay? I know you guys hate Empire, but I do love Empire. But I don't. I know you guys hate the Empire, but I don't. And some people say that's example. Cookie and Lucius live happily ever after. And the book of the Empire was great. The book of the Empire, while Hakeem is playing, was very extremely great. So Empire is no more. It's the end of the episode. No more. So it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. And I can say. So now, no more, no more Jamal line, no more Hakeem line, no more Cookie and Lucius line. But they live happily ever after. And yes, they are. It is. And now it's finally cut short, and they said it was the early season finale. But because they had to end because of this coronavirus thing. Now, what lands or what continues, we're not sure for real. Now, I might be wrong, but this is what it is. It is what it is. So don't even show continues. You can watch it wherever they want, but don't want the new series and the new seasons are gonna come short and far. I really don't know. Now we're going to this whole thing. We're going to count to get to this in a minute. And I know this whole stuff going and it's about to it's about to it's about to do everybody the favor. So now I suggest to start looking at once it's for all. Now the North Carolina schools have been remain closed for the rest of the year. And it says Governor Will Cooper has closed North Carolina schools for the rest of the school year. He announced on Friday. Cooper added that the state is partnering with AT&T to set up 100 internet hotspots on school buses, and another 80 thanks to the Duke Injury Foundation. Cooper first closed schools across the state by executive order on March the 16th. The intended order was only set to run for 2 weeks. Since then, the school districts had turned to distance learning online to make sure that students are counting to get education. Conversations around when and how to open the state have become a point of continuing as protests have begun to interrupt again stay-at-home orders. Cooper extends the state's stay-at-home order until May 8th on Thursday. The governor said the North Carolina is flattening the cord, but is not ready to fully lift restrictions. He also said NC needs an increase in the testing and trends need to be headed in the right direction. Cooper shared the information how North Carolina can gradually reopen ways to prevent hotspots or virus spread while also beginning to bring the economy back. These crews are being on the best information available now, but could be overlooked as new information emerges. Now, Purge 1 will not begin until after May 8th at the earliest. Now, in Purge 1, modified to stay at home or order allowed travel not quarantine defined and estimated allowing people to have home for commercial activity and any business that is allowed to be open, such as clothing stores, sporting goods stores, bookshops, houseware stores, and other retailers. Unsure that any open stores applying a personal important customer social distance, a clean and handy and clean cultures, sipping screaming employees, accommodations for vital workers, and provide education to employees and workers and combat mass stresses. Continue to limit gathering to no more than 10 people. Will open parks that have been closed, such as to the same gallon limit. Outdoor exercise will continue to be encouraged. Continue to recommend face coverings and putting space when such field distance isn't possible. According employees to continue to national policies, continue racial restrictions, notice homes and other corrections scale setting. Local emergency orders with more responsive measures may remain in place. Two, at least 2 3 weeks after phase one, let's stay at home with strong causes for vulnerable populations to continue staying at home to stay safe. Allow and limit opening of restaurants, bars, fancy centers, personal care service, and other business that can follow the safety protocols and that can include the potential need to reduce capillarity, allow gathering, and reduce capital. For people allow gatherings, open public playgrounds, continuing reversals for 6 weeks after praise two, less restrictions for vulnerable populations were encouraging them to continue practicing physical distance and minimizing sessions setting when distance isn't possible. Allow increased capital of restaurants, bars, and other businesses, household worship, and entertainment firms fairness. First, to increase the number of people allowed at gatherings, continue resident stresses on nursing homes, and other causing care settings. If an express, if, if infections spike or benchmarking are not being met, Cooper says we may have to move back to the previous praise to protect public health. North Carolinians who were further but still receiving a surveillance payment cannot get more help by family employment. Before this order, federal workers who received several or further payment were ineligible. Cooper added that he hopes to work with the General Assembly to get constructions of more help for next week, for North Carolina next week. And that's what happened. So now, look, this is what we are today. What we are today. Of course, and people were going to have a clue. So that's what they had to do. You have to pay attention. So we have to pay more attention and be very careful because you know how it goes so far. You know how we get to this. So anyway, that's what it means. That's all I have to say for now. And this year, I'm going to be doing a movie or probably going to do a series on YouTube for right by now. Probably this year, later this year. But all I gotta say is wow. And don't forget, remember, you're now alone. You're now alone. That's what I had to say for now. This is Joe Secure. And I see you on Monday. Like me on YouTube, follow me on YouTube, and subscribe. See you then, everybody.